Friends, in the world we live in, there are not only humans and angels, but another creation as well that exists around us. A deserted, silent island and a centuries-old secret that is now pushing the entire world toward a third world war. On one side are those who say this is their Temple of Solomon, and that it must be reclaimed at any cost. For this purpose, they have dug deep tunnels beneath Al-Aqsa Mosque to shake its sacred foundation. On the other side are 2 billion Muslims, for whom this is not just a building, but their first Qibla, the place where the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, led all the prophets in prayer. But the question is, are they only searching for a structure there? No, they are searching for the Ark of the Covenant, which they believe will grant them rule over the entire world once it is found. But who gave this place its grandeur? Who built it into the greatest palace in the world? The being whose name still makes jinn tremble. A prophet at whose command the winds would change direction. A king in whose court not only humans, but jinn and birds stood in orderly ranks. That being was Prophet Solomon, peace be upon him. But this glory, this control over jinn and the winds, was not granted easily. After inheriting the kingdom of his father, Prophet David, peace be upon him, Solomon still had a deep desire to establish a barrier between truth and falsehood unlike anything seen in history. He prayed, "O Allah, grant me a kingdom that will not belong to anyone after me." This prayer was a test, and then the world witnessed a scene never seen before and never to be seen again. The jinn, created from fire and far stronger than humans, had some among them who rebelled. Satan whispered into their hearts, "We are made of fire, and they are made of clay. Why should we bow?" A rebellion began, but they forgot that this was no ordinary king. He was a prophet of Allah. The Quran bears witness that any jinn who disobeyed were chained in heavy iron shackles. Those who once terrified people were now trembling in fear of Solomon. They were made to do tasks beyond imagination, diving into the depths of the oceans to retrieve pearls and gems, cutting through mountains to construct massive structures. Solomon decided to complete the unfinished vision of his father. He commanded the construction of Al-Aqsa. The jinn were assigned to this task. Its walls were adorned with gold, silver, and precious stones that dazzled the eyes. The Jews call it the Temple of Solomon because they believe it was their first temple, but in reality, Solomon built it solely for the worship of Allah. After his passing, the children of Israel began to disobey. When they disrespected this sacred place, Allah sent enemies upon them. Nebuchadnezzar came, burned the temple, carried out massacres, and the Ark of the Covenant was taken from them. The Ark was a sacred chest containing the staff of Moses, peace be upon him, and relics of Aaron, peace be upon him. Solomon had placed it in a highly secure chamber. Today, they search for it beneath Al-Aqsa, believing that whoever possesses it will rule the world. Its protection had been entrusted to an army of jinn who never slept or tired. They worked in constant fear under Solomon's watch. Such was his power that he had the throne of the Queen of Sheba brought to his court in the blink of an eye. Then came the astonishing event. Solomon was standing, leaning on his staff, when the angel of death took his soul, but he did not fall. The jinn thought he was still alive and continued working for years, until a termite ate through his staff and he fell. Only then did they realize he had long passed away. Today, this story lives on. Some claim the temple is theirs, while Muslims believe it is the house of Allah. This is not just a conflict over land. It is a struggle over legacy. Will the Ark of the Covenant ever be found, or will this mystery remain hidden until the end of time? The kingdom of Solomon ended, but his lessons remain. We should be grateful for the blessings Allah has given us, because his promise is, if you are grateful, he will give you even more. What do you think? Will the Ark ever be found? Share your thoughts in the comments, and share this message so this history reaches every home. Like and subscribe.